We are live at the Wellington Web Building, waiting for a CORA request. Miss Jacqueline's got the CORA request, but she needs evidence that I have paid. And I didn't pay because I didn't get documentation of the invoice and the time and labor that went into it. So I have sent out a request from this fine young man named Wade, who has asked for the payment. And I said I got cash, CASH. You might have heard of it. It's called U.S. legal tender. And until they figure out how to accept that legal tender, I am gonna go ahead and walk around the Wellington Web Building. We have going on here the 2020 budget presentation that is currently happening. Good afternoon, everybody. In the this is community development, and I was trying to be in that meeting right there. But if you want to watch it, because I'm not there, you can go to denvergov.org, Denver 8 online, to watch the 2020 budget presentation by the City and County of Denver. And of course, I was at the police accountability meeting earlier. So we are getting text messages. Well, because it's U.S. legal tender and it's a government entity, and so they think they have to have check or money order. And so I'm here. I have cash, not exact change, but there's a cashier, so we can get exact change. And it's Deaf Heritage Month, so we're going to show you the Deaf Heritage Month display at the Wellington Web Building while we wait to pay cash. So this is the Office of Sign Language Services, Denver Human Rights and Community Partnerships, and making government programs and services and events. And see, there's a cop, and he didn't say anything about my camera. So Mazzeria is a deaf-owned restaurant because I don't have time for all the drama and the bullshit. Okay, I want my CORA information so that I can educate people on what's wrong with this world. Okay, I need the video of the guy opening my marijuana container to show that he can't open up my marijuana container. So, Gerald Bummy Bernstein is a certified parliamentarian, and he is the second deaf certified personal parliamentarian, which is the highest level recognized by the American Institute of Parliamentarians. Justin. Oh, nice. Hi, how's it going? Sorry, there's things coming up on my phone here. Anyway, listen, he taught more than 200 parliamentary procedure workshops across the country and internationally, which built and strengthened deaf leaders, organizations, clubs, and communities. He received numerous awards, including the Honorary Doctor of Law 1986 award. I don't know what that is. Or maybe that's when he got it. And the first Deaf President Now Leadership Award in 2005, both from Gaudet University. So I guess that must be his university doing that. This is Haben Girma. She's a disability rights lawyer, advocate, author, and speaker. And she looks very familiar to me. But waiting on that. Anyway, I'm going to just Leroy Colombo. Here is the world's first deaf lifeguard. The world's greatest lifeguard is what it says in quotes. He was for more than 40 years a lifeguard, And in the Guinness Book of World Records, he's listed for saving over 900 lives. Wow. That's really cool. So, you know what, guys? Hello, everybody. So I am waiting, and I will give you a real lifetime update. The Office of General Services is waiting to give me an answer on how I can pay cash for my CORA requested information. And so we're looking at Bernard Bragg, the actor, producer, poet, writer, director, artist, and teacher, who was America's first deaf professional performer, while we wait for the Office of General Services to come up with an answer on how they're going to take my U.S. legal tender cash. So, Sean Forbes is a hip-hop artist, D-Pan co-founder, written over 100 songs since the age of 10, and one of the first deaf artists to vocally rap inside his own songs at the same time. That's pretty darn cool. Do they have a phone number? Justin, do they have a phone number? Well, here's the deal, guys. They're working with me, right? They're trying to be cooperative. So I I actually had a really nice conversation with this gentleman named Wade, right? He explained to me that 3 people observe, and I don't think it should take an hour. Like, we're going to have some conversations about the timelines and the process and other things. We were actually having a good conversation, and I wasn't live. Chuck Baird, artist and actor. Roger DeMontes O'Kelly, the first black deaf-blind Yale graduate and the first black deaf lawyer in America. This is a really cool display. I think Defend would appreciate it. So Wade and I were talking about why it takes more than an hour to take care of a 15-minute video from the lobby of an entrance, right? And he said it's because 3 different entities have to observe the video. Security personnel, there's a bunch of different things that are going on there that they're trying to say, like, they have to do to be in a compliance with it. And it's all of those things that take more than an hour, or in this case, 2 hours. But again, I didn't get an invoice that showed like the time and the allotments for each agency and entity. And I don't know that I agree that all 3 of them can't just watch one 15-minute video at once, and that's 15 minutes of consumed time. So in that thought process, like, we're dealing with it, right? We're waiting on them to come up with some answers. But the fact is, I pulled out cash in my pocket, and I have $20 bills. And I said I would gladly pay $20 in $20 bills for this. They were unable to do so. So we come back to wait. And it's yourself. Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Fantastic. We're waiting on some answers because you know me, I can never do anything in a simple way. It always has to expand the system and its processes to make sure they always work effectively.
Is it something I can help you with?
No, these guys at General Services are figuring out how to take my U.S. legal tender cash. And so it looks like our friend Wade from General Services has come down with a receipt book.
Really?
Yes, he has. Fantastic.
What?
Cash. How much is the bill? You have an envelope.
34.
So we have 40 cash.
Perfect. That would be $5.50 and change.
It would be $5.50 and change.
Hi.
And the Office of General Services knows how to take cash as legal tender. That's wonderful.
All right. Let's see here.
Just in case you're wondering, Denver Post is having a fire drill.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody got it.
Okay. Okay.
Denver Post.
All right. Let me know if that looks good to you.
That looks great. It's a CORA request for video footage. I love it. And now we get our video footage.
Oh, yeah. Do you have the thank you, ma'am? Thank you so much.
And that is my CORA request for video footage.
Hi.
All right, Wade. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. You as well. And this definitely was a very interesting but successful audit because, yeah, we proved that agencies can figure out how to take cash still. So that's good.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Hi, ladies. So that wasn't so bad, right? See, we can get things done. It doesn't always work that way, but when it does, it's wonderful. So, look at planning in 8 to 12 years in every neighborhood. So here's the deal, and I'll just tell you why this is such a big deal. I came through this security checkpoint the other day, just about a week ago, and he opened up my marijuana package. Right? It's gone on beyond that. Yeah.
I just came back, man. How long was it gone? I was like, what you call it, contact.
A lifetime ago. That's the exit though now, not this one.
Either one.
Either one? Okay.
I was like Jody Foster in contact. How long was
Okay.
it gone?
Oh. So this is the spot right here where my marijuana was opened up. And the video that I just claimed out of the building today is him opening up my marijuana. Not the funny guy, but the quiet one. And so, you know what I love about life today? Is that this imaginary barrier called the 15th is no longer. Yeah, you know why I buffered is because I walked out of the building. Sorry, folks. I forgot that I was on the Wi-Fi internally, and so now I'm on the 4G, and we are excitedly traversing the 16th Street Mall with freedom of movement that has not been constricted in violation of my constitutional rights. So yeah, hey folks. I'll come back over here and say hi for a minute. Thank you all for being here. And thank you everybody, because I see that you got the idea that we got the money paid and we got the data back. So now we got to go look at the data, and we're going to do that. It was buffering, and thank you. It's because when I'm in these buildings, I'm on Wi-Fi. It shoots, it saves better money, energy on me, and my overall streaming experience. So when I can, I try to go through the Wi-Fi networks for the city and county. They have a better system. And thanks, everybody. Again, yeah, we paid cash. We're gonna go watch some video, and then we're gonna take care of some other business of the day. So I thank you all for joining me in this little escapade. The Office of General Services cash as U.S. legal tender. Another agency in the city and county of Denver, keeping up with the responsibilities and of the rules and regulations as they would be. We the people, U.S. legal tender, all that jazz. So with that, I will say thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And Justin, email me at cuttheplastic@gmail.com, and we'll be glad to connect directly, huh? Thank you.